Hey everyone, welcome back to the shop. I know it's super late, and I also know that it's a school night. Let me fix the shot quick. The hell is that? The Japanese beetles crashing out in here. Um, it's great to see you guys again. It's been a very, very busy last few days, and uh, that's why I haven't been streaming. I've been doing very little online stuff because a lot of the stuff I've been doing has been outside or traveling, and it's been difficult to pop on a live stream and say hi to you guys and get updates. And also, my quest for Rockstar continues. Holy crap! It's getting more and more difficult to find down here. I don't know if they stopped sending it to Florida or what, but it's really hard to find. You can get all the crazy flavors, elephant toe, orange, and what was that awful one they had? Cucumber lime. Was that one of the flavors they had? It tasted like floor cleaner. It was terrible. I don't know. I'm 99.9% sure that was a left coast flavor. I don't bet you anything on that. Anyway, um, of course, the shot I set up is nothing like the shot I'm getting from YouTube. So obviously, we have the limo back in the shop. You guys did see the calipers for the Miata, if I remember correctly. I'll just grab one really quick. Just takes a second. They're just parked right here. The bigger problem is that I have this damn Miata in the way, but that's going away soon. Slip past it here. The black Miata is going away very soon. So these are the calipers for the new Miata. And as you guys can see, they look fantastic. They came out really great. So if you have a Merlot Mica Miata and you're looking for a color that is almost a dead match, this is from Prismatics Powdered, and the color is called Sangria, and it is almost a dead match to the Merlot Mica. It's so close, I almost did the roll bar in this color. Almost. And I'm probably gonna have to bug spray myself because the mosquitoes are out tonight. They did mosquito control last night. The choppers come over at like 50 feet. It's kind of cool. Let's see who is here. Hey, Nikki. Hi, Nova. Actually, Nova's crashed out. She's open mouth drooling, very happy. So, hey, Nikki, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to get you guys an update on the limo since we have the limo back in the shop. Can you hear? I don't know if you guys can hear. Can you guys hear the mosquitoes? They're so loud. They're huge here, and they're brutal. I might have to oil myself up, which looks kind of creepy, but it looks like I'm in a what's the bodybuilding competitions where they're all like oiled up. That's what it looks like, and it feels. I hate that greasy shit all over my skin. It feels weird, but it does keep the bugs away. But you have that one mosquito, you find that one, and he just stays with you, and he's in your ear, and he's by your neck. Anyway, I've got the limo back in the shop, and I didn't have a chance to even fire up the camera before Mark had the carb off of the car and was bolting the sniper onto the engine again. It was so funny. He was like, "Oh, hey, let's do the sniper." Okay. And seriously, I went inside to set up a live stream and he's already got it apart. So the old Holly carb is off and the fuel pump is off because with carbs, you do a different fuel pump. You do a much lower pressure fuel pump. And so let me grab a light. I'll show you guys. But yeah, it took him, all the wiring was there, which really helped us. But it only took him maybe 20 minutes to swap everything over. I didn't even have a chance to grab tools. It was really funny. So we'll get the air cleaner out because you can't really see anything. And by the way, this push button for the air cleaners, I know it's like 30 bucks, worth it. Totally worth it. So it makes it very quick to get the air cleaner on and off. See this guy? Sorry, I know we're not supposed to show negative things on YouTube, but he was biting me, so I had to bite him back. So here we go. We'll tilt down a little bit. There we go. We have the sniper right there, back on the 383 stroker from Blueprint. This is the updated version, and you can tell it's updated because this plate is a different color than the rest of this. This is shiny and brand new, and this has a little bit of age on it. So they obviously replaced the ECU, which I believe the ECU is in here and it's epoxied in here, so you can't really mess with it. But this was all the wiring we left in there. All that wiring stayed, so it was a matter of just getting the connectors back on the fuel lines. And we used power grips with the AN line combo and getting the vacuum lines hooked back up, and then the electrical connectors. The linkage is not currently set up because we're still doing tuning on the sniper. We're trying to get AFR correct. We're trying to get all of the air and fuel and timing and everything totally set up. Look at this cavitation. You ready? Watch this hose. There it goes. That's just air in the system, and try and get it out whenever we can because we just want coolant in there. So yeah, this bolts on very quickly, very simple. The hardest part is the wiring. And we also, you can kind of see we have a new wire back here. I'll show you the computer system too. This is our splitter wire. One wire goes to, get out of my face, mosquito. One wire goes to the Holly computer. The other one goes over to the laptop. And we can do live tuning on the laptop, which is very nice. So set the air cleaner back on here, and I'll take you guys over. There you go. That's how quick that air cleaner goes back on. That is a very nice setup. Like I said, it's like 30 bucks for that. If you guys want a link to it, I'll send you a link. Just shoot me a message. Get you a link to it. The other fun part we've been having are a whole bunch of electrical gremlins with the limo. And I think it's coming from the battery isolator that is the passenger side kick panel. It's very difficult to get to. I tucked it way up underneath there. It's kind of hard to see. It's hard to get to, etc. But there's been some clicking with that, and we've had some fuel pump surging and other stuff with electrical. The PDC in the back has been acting strange. So we're going to replace that battery isolator. I'll show you what it looks like. I've showed you guys battery isolators before, but I have a replacement. Show you guys what it looks like. So before we start doing any kind of major tuning or anything, we're going to put a new battery isolator in there. That's what this guy is. And he's a smart one, and he's digital. So up here, it tells you your main battery, which would be the one up here. And then your sub battery, I don't know, secondary battery, which is the one all the way in the back of the car. And everything's in Chinese. You would expect no less. Now, here's a fun thing with this type of unit. You can hit this little button right here, and it'll let you use the secondary battery as the main battery. Can you guys hear that guy? I mean, I can see him out of the side. So these are actually very handy units when you have multiple batteries. It prevents overcharging, and it helps with undercharging as well. So, and you have that emergency backup, which is always very nice. They're less than $100. They're Look at this guy. He's huge. I had to use both hands. They're very good at keeping batteries separated. And when you have an alternator slash generator slash whatever you want to call it, sending a ton of voltage all the time and a bunch of amps, you want to make sure that you're not overcharging stuff and you want to make sure you're not undercharging stuff, especially like the lithium ion in the back. It'll take all the charge you can send it. It loves getting charged, but it's not very fond of undercharging. That can wear that down. So you want to make sure you get the right voltage there, et cetera, et cetera. And same thing with the standard flooded AGMs, all that stuff. It likes proper voltage and they'll last a lot longer. So you can use a regular battery isolator that you manually switch over and change it whenever you want to change it. This one does it automatically, which is kind of nice. So this is actually technically a laptop, but it's also, you can fold it over, and it's also a tablet. So it can be used as both. And this is what is used for the race cars, anything car related. The neon, some stuff from the MR2, the radios, the race radios, all go through this laptop. And it's a refurbished product, but it is very handy, super durable, and having the tablet ability is really handy. So being able to do tablet stuff is really cool. So it's almost a full-size keyboard. It's pretty normal, and it's got a trackpad. So nice, lightweight, super simple. I should probably put him on charge. He hasn't been on charge all day. Give me the charger. There he is. We're going to charge him up. I think he's going. There's no light, so you can't really tell. Is he going? I can't tell if he's charging or not. Let's hope he's charging. Is there a light on here? Nope. Okay, well, we think he's charging. Let me change out this. Yep. Wait. Oh yeah, he's pulling amps. Okay, sorry. Wanted to make sure that guy was charging. And those are baby Japanese beetles, and they just land on the hood because it's white and reflects light. And they're like, oh, this is good. And then I got 20 Japanese beetles sitting on top of the limo hood. Scoop them all out and throw them outside. So that's where we are with the limo. I'm chasing down the electrical gremlins because we have to have this running right. And I can't have electronic failures or any kind of electrical failures, especially when we're dealing with stuff like fuel pumps. I did order a new fuel pump for it because the old one kind of gave up the ghost. So I ordered a new fuel pump. That one showed up, and that one had a leak in it right at the seal. So that one had to come out, and right at their crimp seal. I'll show you on the fuel pump. I think I still have it out. Yeah. Oh, nope, he's been boxed up. But anyway, I'll show you on, this is the old fuel pump. So you see how the black portion here is crimped to the silver portion? You can sort of see it up here. And then they have a punch crimp right here so it doesn't rotate. So this has, can we see the Miata? Oh, Nikki, you love the little car. Okay. Well, I'll show you guys the Miata. This seal between these two, there were bubbles forming, gas bubbles. So that's why the new pump got replaced with another new pump, and hopefully that works. The Miata's back over here. I don't know how to show you guys the Miata. I guess I can wheel you over here. Gotta kind of half close this door. I have a bunch of stuff on the ground, all these parts that are for sale. So yeah, I'll let me see. I got to find a light too because it's super dark here at night. It's really quiet. There's no obnoxious stuff. So I'll try and get some light on the Miata to show you guys. The Miata is running great. Cruise control works perfect. Everything works perfectly in the Miata. So I'm gonna wheel you guys over here. You can see all the spare stuff, all the stuff that's for sale that people are picking up or whatever. So you can see the Miata behind the Viper there, sort of ish. I'll try and get better light on it. Is that better? I don't have a super bright light. I mean, I have a crazy bright flashlight if you really want to. Let's see. Let's see how it looks from there. Yeah. Does that flashlight work pretty good? Not really, because the camera isn't really prepared for flashlight. But there you go. Miata's back in the shot. He was outside today, so it's a little bit dirty, but we have a new car cover coming for the Miata, so he'll be able to stay outside comfortably without getting jacked up. We want to keep it in really, really nice shape. It's pristine right now, so I'd like to keep it that way. But for a couple of days, I should say a few days, while we have the limo in here, the Miata is going to stay outside. And we'll actually have room for the Miata inside once the you're welcome. Once the silver car or the black car goes to its new owner, and I spoke with the girl who's picking up the Miata just a few hours ago, and she's super psyched about it. She's going to Miatas at the Gap with a whole bunch of her friends. There's a gigantic event there. I think it's the largest single car event at Tail of the Dragon during the year. Um, there's probably I don't know. There's probably 2 or 3 thousand Miatas that go there over the weekend. It's a huge event. The problem is there's you get that many people in mass, and the IQ level drops very quickly. So you don't really want to be part of that. You have furries running around in Miatas doing dumb shit, and the rest of the guys are trying to enjoy the company, enjoy the roads, enjoy the weather, and then you have some ding dong on, you know, 245s all the way around, screwing it up for everyone else, crossing over the double yellow, speeding through towns, etc. You got to remember those little tiny towns. It's 25 through there, and local police, they don't take any shit. They'll absolutely yank you right over. Um, they'll spike strip you. They'll pit maneuver you. So yeah, don't jack around up there. But when you have friends going there and you haven't seen them all year, that sort of thing, it's a lot like what I do with the Viper guys and go up to Tail of the Dragon with the Viper guys. I see them once a year, and that's always nice. Been doing that. God, is it 2026? I think I've been doing that 15 years, 13 years maybe. Been doing it a long time, and it is a ton of fun. Um, so I'm really glad she's gone up there. I think she's gone up there a couple of times for Miatas at the Gap, but she goes up there to drive and enjoy the weather and the nice people. She's not there to put on her, yellow fox costume and, you know, drive around playing what does a fox say. She's there to have a good time driving. And so on her way back, she's going to pick up the black car. So that'll be nice. She's going to have a great time with all the parts and everything on this for her Miata. and it's nice to know that it's going to a good home. It's funny when you sell a car, you want to make sure it's going to a good home and it's not going to get beer canned, it's not going to get dry humped, it's not going to, you know, just get flipped, whatever. I'm pretty sure the guy that I bought the Miata from was fairly certain when he first met me, he was fairly certain that I was going to flip it, that I was just going to turn around right around and sell it again. Um, but over the course of a week or so, he figured out that I just wanted a Miata back. So that's kind of nice. It's always nice when you kind of know what's going to happen um, with your ride when it does get sold. Um, Again, with me with cars, when it gets sold, I honestly that's fine. I don't want it back. I'm selling it because I'm done with it. I've had my fun with it, or it's caused me too many problems, or whatever. So I don't really want to buy it back or whatever. Um, the black Miata is very difficult to get rid of, even though it's completely trashed and this whole corner is destroyed. It's still very hard to get rid of because I've had it for such a long time, uh, 12 years, and I did a ton of stuff to it, like a lot, a lot. And over the last what 6 weeks, when did I got the new Miata? Yeah, 5 weeks. Um, Yeah, because I got the new Miata at the top of June. So oh, no. So, yeah, we're at 7 weeks. 2nd week of June, we're at 7 weeks. So, I'm, trying to do 12 years in 7 weeks. It's a lot of work, and also dealing with a different color makes it very difficult, especially when I'm trying to match colors, like, with the calipers, and the roll bar is getting a different color. It's not gonna be silver anymore, no more sparkle silver. Uh oh, you guys wanna see the roll bar color? I'll give you because no one else has seen it yet. Even the powder coater hasn't seen it yet. So let's see if it shows up on camera. This color is called Bend Red. That's the color. And it is the base coat is ink black, and then you put Bend Red on top of it. And I don't know, can you guys see the sparkle in there? There's barely some burgundy flake, barely little tiny burgundy flakes in there. And that's where they get that Bend Red from. I'm trying to get maybe LED light will help. A little bit of LED light. Help if I put the correct side towards you guys. Oh, yeah, you get a little better. So this is called Bend Red, and you can see some of the red flake in there. Oh, yeah, if I hold the light up a little bit better. There you go. So if I take the light away, if I do it from here, it basically looks black, right? If I set it next to the limo, it looks black. If I pull it up here, it looks black. I'm getting messages from a bunch of people. Um, so I wanted it to be mostly black with a little tiny bit of red flake in there, and that was the goal with the roll bar. And I found it with the Bend Red. There were some other colors that I looked at: Mars One, Mars Two. A little too much flake, a little too bling. This one's going to be perfect. It's a nice personal touch, and for the most part, it's going to work great with the interior is tan with black trim. So the black roll bar is going to match perfect, and then in the sunlight, you'll get a little bit of the burgundy, the Merlot to match the Merlot paint. So it looks like it's part of the car, but I couldn't do the roll bar in the Merlot color because there's nothing in the interior that's Merlot. All the exterior is Merlot. So having this roll bar kind of pop up out of tan and black that's the same color as the paint, it wasn't nothing like flowed smoothly. It looked like these stalactites, or sorry, stalagmites coming out of the car that were the same color as the paint. It didn't flow. It didn't work as well as a black roll bar with a little tiny spring smidge of burgundy. I think it's going to look really, really great, especially with that ink black. It's super gloss, not high gloss, but it's a nice, nice gloss. And the powder coater uses this really awesome, super clear coat that cures incredibly clear. And we're not doing it super thick. He does stuff. He's got samples where you can like, it looks like you can put your finger in it. It looks like water, and you can put your finger in it. But we're not going that deep. We're just going to go a couple steps back from that. And so I'm excited about that. And that's when all those parts come together, and the wheels and tires get here for the Miata, then we're going to do the big suspension stuff, the sway bars, the coilovers, the brake calipers, and the new wheels and tires. So we'll have a ton of stuff for the Miata coming up. And uh, we'll do more limo stuff. Trying to get the limo prepped for this weekend. We have a bunch of car events this weekend. We have Sarasota Cars and Coffee, which is massive. You're talking about between 1,000 and 2,000 cars, maybe more. I don't know, but Sarasota Cars and Coffee would love to take this up there, and if we can. Otherwise, I'll take the Viper and Mark will drive the Miata. And the other thing is on Saturday evening, there's another car event in Port Charlotte that if the limo's running, we'll put it on the trailer and take it up there. If it's not running, then we'll just take the Viper and the Miata again. But I'd really like to get this out more. I'd like to get a lot more miles on it. The engine only has like 250 miles on it, so it still is on break-in. It's still on break-in mode. And what else? I still have some other stuff to do with the plumbing on the hot tub. I got to fix this elbow, and um, uh, that's kind of it. So I want to make sure the limo's running 100% before taking it an hour away. You know, that's not as much fun as uh, it's more fun to do that than it is to have it, the fuel pump fail on you, or whatever, the sniper fail on you. I'd rather not have that happen. So I want to get the car running. We have tons of events coming up, tons and tons of stuff. There's stuff in Naples in the next 2 weeks that we're going to try and get down to 239 Mercado. They do it I believe it's every Sunday. And we really want to get the limo down there. We being me, I don't know why that's a hockey thing. I think when they do the post game interviews, it's always we. It's never I. It's never like an NFL interview where they're like, "No, I ran for that touchdown. I made that catch." It wasn't Hockey's not like that. It's always we, us, we, the team. It's always multiple. So I think that's where I get that from when I say we, even though I'm standing here by myself. I just still say we. So don't take it any way other than just me. I guess me and my psychosis. That's a better way. So yeah, tons and tons of stuff coming up. And in the meantime, I'm doing a bunch of small things while we're waiting on parts, while we're waiting on daylight, because I can't really, this car's loud as shit. I can't run it at 11:30 at night. My neighbors already question my insanity. So, oh, and that's the other thing I got to check on. Speaking of my neighbors and insanity, let me look. I think. Oh, yep, he's back on charge. Mower's done. I love that little robot mower. It saves me so much time. It's not even funny. I got a robotic mower, and it's fantastic, man. Normally, it's probably 2 or 3 hours for me to mow. Now I just hit boop, doop, go, and it cuts the grass, and I can cut designs and all this stuff in there. Yes, I'm going to do a Viper logo eventually in the spare lot here, but I'm still getting everything tweaked on the mower and getting it set up where it cuts really nice. But so far, it's really great. I'm very happy with it. Very happy. Saves a ton of time. It's going to save a ton of money, and my yard looks fantastic. So, um, that's not really shop stuff. Although you always like your house and your shop area to look really nice, even though I need to do a ton of cleaning in here. Like I said, once this car goes, be able to do a huge clean in here and get everything, power wash the floors and all that stuff. So, um, that's kind of where we're at. We'll do more stuff this week with the limo. And if I can, I don't know, if I've got something on the Miata to do, let me look at the checklist quick. I don't, I have roll bars, front sway, rear sway, coilovers, brakes, front air dam, rear wing, wheels, and tires. Everything else is checked off the list. I don't have any smaller stuff to do on there. The truck is running great. The Altima, I have to put the rear view mirror on, but I'm not going to do a live stream for putting the rear view mirror on. Who does that? The side mirror? Click. All right, great live stream. Good job. Not going to do that. I'll show you guys doing that when we're prepping the car for the race in October, but not doing that. Oh, speaking of the Altima 600, I talked with a buddy of mine and we were talking about doing teams, talking about 4 other guys. Now, if we have 5 cars in total, I think we can make a run for it. I think we can set up some shake and bake and set up some, what is it, the flying V or whatever. We can set that up, making it a little more difficult for everyone to get around the track, or not get around the track, but get past us. So we're looking at a consortium of Altimas for the Altima 600, which should be a lot of fun. And so I'll keep you guys updated on that. When my friends get back to me and they're in town, we'll do Altima stuff, which is fun. It's really ridiculous. One of the guys who bought some of the Miata parts, no, he bought some of the other race parts from me. He stopped by. He had an Altima, but he had the V6. But it was an automatic. So yeah, we talked Altimas for a minute. And speaking of racing, Lemons, December, second weekend in December, we will be at Road Atlanta. We are putting together the team and the car, or cars, right now. We just started the group message last night. We're doing some logistics stuff. We will be prepping the cars in Ohio. Obviously, I'm going back there this month to get the MR6 back to 100%. And we're also going to look at doing the Monza, depending on how many people we have. So if we have enough people, we'll be running 2 cars. Sorry, 2 cars or 2 cars. And so we just started putting that group message together. So I will keep you guys updated. I got him. And that is coming up December, second weekend in December. You guys are invited to Road Atlanta, and I will put this out there, and I've said this 100 times, or not 100. I've probably said it 100, but at least for 10 different events. If you want to come to the Lemons event, I will cover your spectator fee for the weekend. So you can come in, you can go everywhere except the pits and on the track. So you can go to the whole paddock area. You can go in and out whenever you want. The only place you can't go is pit lane and on the track. So if you want to do that and you want to come Friday, Saturday, Sunday, message me. I'm super easy to get a hold of. You can send me a message here, text me, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Send me a message. I will cover your fee for the spectator pass. It's that simple. And I would love to see you guys down there. I've done it a bunch of times, and everyone that's taken me up on it has absolutely loved it. So it's a ton of fun. The people are really amazing. The cars and the concoctions that they come up with, LS Swap Miata is plain Jane compared to some of the stuff you see at Lemons. I had my friend Brian, Lemon Miata. He was working on a Busa engine in a Miata. He bombed out on that, and not bombed out. He bailed out on that. So yeah, I mean, you see crazy stuff like that. You'll see. I can't even explain it. So, all right, this is from Road Atlanta. not last year, but the year before. There is a 71 or 72, I think, Mach 1 Mustang body over top of a C4 Corvette chassis. Now, it's not just the C4 chassis, it's the whole C4. Like, there are two windshields in this car, the C4 windshield and then the Mustang windshield. So the driver is looking out through two windshields. So it's just the body of the 70s Mustang over a C4. And it is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if they register it as a Mustang or if they register it as a Corvette, but that's the kind of stuff you see. And the themes are really fun. There's usually something very current, and I'm expecting a lot of SpaceX stuff. We have some themes in mind that we're going to be doing, putting up for a vote, and the themes are a lot of fun. The people are super cool. It's a really good time. If you like cars a little bit, this is the place to come and do it. If you like racing, and you don't have to be, if you are an F1 snob, you're probably not going to have a good time at Levin's. But if you like racing cars and you like kind of seeing really weird shit, Lemons is the place for you. And all the people are super cool. There's no snooty assholes. It's so hard to find. It's so hard to find an asshole at the track. I mean, someone really has to try. So come to the track, and like I said, I'll cover your spectator fee for the weekend. It's a really really good time. You'll have a lot of fun. You don't have to cheer for us. You can cheer for whatever team you want. You know, if you want to cheer for the Kia Spectra with dildos all over it, you can do that. That's entirely your call. You don't have to cheer for us. You can cheer for anybody. As long as you're there, that's the big part. So that is second weekend in December. The Ultima race is in October. I believe it's second weekend in October. We have FL2K, which is the week before the Ultima race. FL2K is going to be awesome. It'll be very, I don't want to say different this year, but it will definitely have a different feel without Kyle Loftus. And, you know, his 1320 crew is doing a great job of, you know, keeping all of that going. But it's definitely going to have a different feel. I don't think it's going to be less. I don't think it's going to be more. It's just going to be, you know, cucumber pickle. Both are cool, but yeah. So that'll be a little interesting to see, especially up close. Um, I've seen them covering some other events, and it still feels kind of weird without Kyle there. So uh, the Ultima is getting updated with the Smile for Kyle graphic. So we're going to keep the Be Like Biff. We're going to add the Smile for Kyle, or Smile Like Kyle. And then what else? Yeah, like I said, later on this month, I'll be back in Ohio prepping cars. So we will have Ohio shop live streams with the MR6 and probably with the Monza as well. And I think that's it. We've got a ton of stuff coming up. There's no shortage of content for you guys and no shortage of live streams. It's just a matter of putting everything together so that we can live stream. Like I said, I need to get rid of this thing. I need parts that are still coming in for this thing so that I can put them on that one. And so it's kind of a waiting game, and we're doing stuff in between. So I'm doing my best to manage this and bring you guys all of the cool stuff. And then it's funny when I have guys like Mark over here, and he's like, "Oh, hey, we're putting the sniper on." Boom, and literally, you didn't have time to, you know, drink a rock star, and he already had the sniper on and halfway wired. So I didn't even have a chance to live stream it. But there's tons of live streams and videos on how to install sniper. So it's not like we were doing something groundbreaking or, you know, outrageous. We're just doing it right. So we'll get you guys more information and more streams, especially when it comes to tuning. And now that we have the laptop and we have the Siamese cable, we can live tune as we're driving the car, we can make all these really nice changes to air, fuel, timing, all this stuff with the laptop. in real time, which is really nice. We don't have to load it on an SD, pull it out of the SD, put it in the computer, download it, change it, save it, take it out and put it in here, then load it into and save. We don't have to do all that. We can actually do it straight with the laptop, which will save a lot of time. And you can super fine tune. You can actually have this really nice graph, and that'll help that 383 really run nice. So we'll show you a bunch of that. I'll get Mark here this week, and we'll try and get the electrical gremlins taken care of so that we can do all of that. And I think that's about it for now. I definitely wanted to get back with you guys and get you updated on Miata powder coating and limo stuff, and where we stand with racing, and where we stand with the black Miata going to its new home. So if I can, I'd really love to do a live stream with the lady who's buying the Miata, especially after she does the support trailer for it. I would love to do that. Just sort of a, where are they now? Where's the Miata now? That would be really cool. This mic, you would swear with my collar down this far that this mic weighs 19 pounds, but it actually doesn't. It's just, what is it? Is there a, God, what is it with the, oh my God. The collar is like halfway down my back. All right, well, it's time for new shirts. That's all that means, right? Or actually shirts that fit. These are XLs. These are big on me. So I don't mean for it to like droop down like a, I'm not trying to be an Instagram model. So you guys got to tell me this stuff, because I don't even notice it. Like when my hair's all jacked up, I don't notice that either. You guys have to say, hey, Kev, you might want to look in the mirror and check shit out. Okay, I will do that. Most of the time, I'm so focused on what I'm doing, I don't have that narcissistic self need to check myself and selfie every half hour. I don't have that. So yeah, that's all the updates for right now. Like I said, we're going to do more live streaming this week. So we get the limo running correctly, get the electrical gremlins out of it, finish up some of the plumbing, and we'll try and show you guys some of the stuff that Mark's doing with the Holly software on the laptop. And then we'll get the Miata back in here, and we'll do a bunch of stuff on the Miata. And then we'll do a bunch of race car stuff. We'll go to Ohio. We'll do cool shit in Ohio. Maybe, if we're lucky, we can talk Nikki into bringing her Subaru over to the shop, and she can do a walk around on her Subaru. Or if she doesn't want to do it, maybe her daughter Nova can do it. And if Nova doesn't want to do it, then she can make me a list and I'll do it for her. But yeah, she's got a super badass Subaru. And there's some other cars. The other car I want to get down here is my friend Bird just bought a new C5, a very rare green C5. And so I'd love for him to come down and go through his car. I do have some friends that are selling cars and picking up new cars, so we've got options there, and I'd love to do walkarounds with a bunch of those folks. So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. If you guys have any questions, comments, whatever, please put them down there. Shoot me a message, send me a text, call me, whatever. Let me know, and I will. I'll try to get it taken care of. If there's something you guys want to see, whether it's a specific component or, suspension or steering or electrical or whatever, shoot me a message, let me know, and I'll do a detailed one on that. And I think that's about it for tonight. I'm going to send the mower out again to do the south lawn. Just because I can. That's what's the crazy part. Yeah. So thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. I know it's late and I really appreciate you guys. Thanks to all the new subscribers. You guys are awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying this. If if you want to, feel free to spread the word. I love that. I'm not getting paid for any of this. I'm doing this because I love teaching and I love showing folks how to do stuff, and then hearing back from them, hey, thanks for the inspiration. I did XYZ by myself and I'm totally confident in it now, and that you can't put a price on that. So, um, that's it. Don't forget to show someone that you love them today. Give them a kiss on the cheek. Give them a kiss on the tip of their nose. Hold their hand. Give it a squeeze. It's really important for them. But like new tires on a Miata, it's far more important for you. All right. Thanks, everyone. We will catch you later on this week with more Limo stuff. And I should probably lower it, huh? Look at that. I mean, it's so high up there. Yeah, we got to lower the Limo.